Howdy guys, I'm FL08, your favorite Wolf Crawl enthusiast, and welcome back to Fire Emblem The Lonely Mirror. This is an FE8 hack made by Caladrius, and today it's time to resume Chapter 26, Binding Chains. I took a solid, half-hour break between recordings because well, I needed a break after experiencing this map many times, but we're back into it now. Let's see, where did we leave off exactly? Let's see, I think we need to grab some treasure chests, yeah, and then take out, or be careful, be wary in general of this bolting tome, which still has 20 crit. I believe I mentioned in the last episode that, well, that's no longer going to be the case if you play this game for yourself, so make sure to grab the patch from the description, grab the patch from the link in the description. There's a new version, so, it's improved upon this game in a very tremendous way. It's added some, or not necessarily added, but it has added some stuff. You kind of get what I'm saying, though, right? Like, it's a better version of the game, so you should check it out. It's a really fun game. Make sure to play it for yourself. Let's see if Eliza can get this kill with the crits. I'm willing to take that risk because I like to see assassin crits. Dang, didn't quite work out for me. I guess I'll fly up there with Wise and get the kill. That'll be fine. These units on the right shouldn't be an issue. Not a bad level up. Given her growth rates anyway, it's not a bad level up. Wonder if Ozias can actually get a kill here. No such thing. No such thing. I'll just let Leah have these Shine Tome with her Celica animations. They're really fitting for her. Really nice to see them used in a way that's not just Celica. Personally, I've mentioned it before, but I'm not a big fan, so I like to see them on other characters that I actually do enjoy. So you can't quite reach with Wise, but we do have a certain wind mage by the name of Joseph to take care of that for us. Works for me. Let's see. So if I was going to attack a Thunder Mage and try to get effective damage, I would need... Oh, that doesn't quite one-shot, but that's fine. If I was going to attack a Thunder Mage, I would need a Fire Mage in order to deal effective damage. Unfortunately, I don't have anything of the sort. The only ones that you can get that I know of are Travis and... what's his name? Brett. I guess Parvati works, technically. She has the effective damage. So I guess that would be fine, actually. But, you're not surviving this. It's a good thing that we just got what's effectively the Hop 1 guard. Or I guess it's perhaps more known as the Iron Rune? I don't really know. It just depends on which game's your preference between FE 7 and 8. I call it the Hop 1 guard equivalent because FE 8's my favorite. How many turns are you going to be silenced for? Because we need the healing back pretty soon. I might just stop here and take the time to heal. Because I'm gonna need the healing. I'm gonna need the healing pretty badly. Yeah, we understand. Oh, that was almost really bad. I mean, he wouldn't have died. But, I shouldn't have left him in range of an archer. That's for sure. You don't just leave your flyers in range of archers and expect them to be okay. But I guess we are okay. What's this one got? Hunter's Bow. I might leave Eliza in range. Leave the killer bow on her. I am under the impression that he's going to move, though. Or that the Armor Knight will move, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll just hold off. Hunter's Bow would be effective against Cavs, however we don't really use Cavs. The only Cavs that we have, right now at least, are Wanda and Ariel in the currently on the bench, honestly. Much as I like Ariel, much as her support with Boone is appreciated, it's kind of difficult to use her at this point in time, considering literally the rest of our roster. I think we have a Zanbato somewhere, which would be nice on Leah, but is the Zanbato in the convoy? I don't know if it is. It might not be. Could break the Milarepa here. Could go for the Honoris, but I don't really know how I want to tackle that. Do I have a... I need to check and see if I have the proper weapon in the convoy. I'll just put away the hammer for now. It's not like we're going to need it that much. Let's see. Do we have a halberd? No. Do we have... We do have a longsword. Not quite called the Zanbato. We can trade that around, and... Well, maybe we'll just not. Maybe we'll just let Sylvan or Pepper or somebody just deal with these guys. This one can be probably destroyed rather easily. I'll break this silver sword on him, and then we can actually give a kill to Ozias and see his animations in the works. I'll bring her this way since she'll be good for healing. I'll just bring people around. We'll get through these guys without issue. There'll be no issue whatsoever in getting through them, really. Also, the question of the day, I did mean to change it. In your opinion, who is the best girl in this hack? I'll actually just change that during this enemy phase. Who's the best girl? Because last time it was best boy. Who's your favorite girl? Yeah, there we go. Sorry for the loss of audio as I did that, but last time I asked you who your favorite guy was. Now, let me know who your favorite girl is. Without a doubt, my favorite is Wanda. Best guy, I would say, probably Sylvan, almost undoubtedly. Ooh, yeah, more reinforcements. I wonder if these reinforcements could use, like, a little bit of toning down, because I don't really see what these ones add to the experience, necessarily. Kind of just, they're kind of just there. They exist. And they will rush us down and make us, more or less, take this slowly, still. I could have seen the reinforcement wave stopping last turn. That would have been probably more than fine, in my opinion. Let's see, are we capable? No. Well, at least we can heal now, so we can at least see his animation. Whoosh. Yeah, there's his animation. And then a second one. Big whoosh. There we go. Awesome. I wonder if I could... I want to kill him. I really do. Maybe I can use her. Yeah, okay, we can weaken like this. Got him. I just want to see his animation once. He's, like I said, he's not a unit that I'm going to use on the long term. In fact, he's getting benched after this chapter, and he's never seeing the light of day again. But it's always nice to see at least one animation. Now that Grant can no longer promote to Halberdier in the new patch, your only options for Halberdier are going to be Eamon and, of course, him. So I do wonder how that's going to go for your particular runs, if you ever do any. For mine, I'm probably gonna end up not using a Halberdier, truth be told. Much as I like the class, I don't think it's gonna see any use. I'm a little bit worried for Osiris, actually. Maybe I'll just do this and rescue him, and then drop him with Pepper, because she has the body ring, so she can handle it now. Drop, and then Saoirse, as long as you don't one round, you certainly won't with the hand axe equipped. As long as we don't one round, we should be okay. I don't want to continue taking this slowly, and as such, I'm going to move on with these three because they're very strong. And I'll just, like, break out an elixir between the three of them, and they should be okay. Kind of have to take it a little bit slow still with Winifred. Let's see, where is the healing item that I'm after? I think I have an elixir in here. Yeah, I have plenty of them. I'll trade this one over to Winifred. She doesn't need the longbow. I'll put the longbow away for now. One thing that I actually do rather like about another hack that I've been playing Vision Quest, sort of on the side recently. I haven't been recording it because the story is really long. I might let's play it at some point without the story, but I didn't want to read the entire story of that one. It's very, very long. Not necessarily in a good way either, I will say. There are many aspects about that game that I don't necessarily agree with, but, like, it's still a fun game. It's still probably, like, without a doubt, it's a top 5 hack for me. Like, it's one of the best hacks that's ever been made, frankly put. That's fine, actually. I need to be a little bit careful, because I can't just throw him in there. But yeah, it's one of the best hacks ever made, without a doubt. It is beyond any measure of comparison, I guess I would say. It's a tremendous hack. It's just a matter of, like, there are things that I think this hack in particular, and that many hacks do far better, far better. I still prefer this hack over Vision Quest even. It's very good. It is very good. To be fair, I haven't finished this hack or Vision Quest. Like, my opinion could change, but as of right now, I prefer this one. Absolutely. I think that one thing that Vision Quest does that's kind of cool, but perhaps a bit ahead of its time, it might end up being something that's cool later down the line, but currently I don't agree with it so much, is the fact that it introduces more affinities to the game. You can let me know your thoughts on that if you are interested in that topic, but I think that affinities are generally speaking, I think they're already perfect. I think they actually nailed affinities exactly how they needed to be nailed in this game, or in GBA Fire Emblem in general. I think that they are a magnificent system, and I think that one thing that Vision Quest does sort of poorly is that it introduces more affinities, where most people, like, truthfully, most people don't even play with affinities. Like, they don't go for supports a lot of the time. So the affinities are essentially just minor buffs that you get here and there, not something that you would ordinarily take into consideration, perhaps. But for me, they're like a defining factor in whether or not a game is good. Like, if the supports are fun, like, whether it's conversations that are fun, but more likely, in my particular case, that the bonuses align well, that's going to decide a big portion of how much fun I have, because I really, really enjoy the system. I'm going to go Woad out here to see if I can get this kill. I really love affinities, they're awesome, but I think that Mission Quest overdoes it for sure, at least in this day and age. I think that maybe down the line, maybe affinities become, or supports in general in GBA Fire Emblem become more quote-unquote mainstream. I think that people may enjoy them more. However, currently I don't think that we're ready for something like that. Maybe further in the future, like give it 5 years or something, and I'll think it's a good change. I think that the bonuses of the affinities, I think they are balanced rather well. There are a couple of them that are just plain awful. Like, I think there's one that gives something like crit avoid and hits, but that does nothing in a game that doesn't have consistent crit is an issue. Like, take for example, you know, some of the runs that I play. Also, I just noticed a little spider or something on my monitor. That's creepy. Anyway, I think that, yeah, take for example my runs where I do 10% crit on all the weapons. In a run like that, an affinity that gives 5 to hit and crit avoid, that would be absolutely magnificent. It would be, you know, quite possibly one of the best things out there. You just get a B rank with this person, and suddenly you don't have to worry about the crit from weapons anymore. Anyway, now we're gonna sort of fight this guy whether I want to or not. I guess that's fine. Also, I have determined that the Armor Knights will not be moving, so if I can kill this guy in one round, then the Archer is no issue. I'll just use Tornado for this, as long as you don't have a hand axe. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just kill this guy. And then the Archer will come down and off himself on the next turn. That is assuming that we don't miss. If we do miss, I'm going to be very displeased. So don't miss don't miss either of your 78s. Yeah, awesome. We do have a Warp Staff now. I think that we can't use it quite yet because we are the healer that we do have isn't up to the rank yet. But soon we will have the ability to sort of run through all that. I wonder if with a short spear I could take this guy out. Probably could. Luna's really strong after all. Let's try it. Yeah, awesome. That way we can kill both mages as well. One thing I am concerned about, I don't think the mage up there is going to move, but if he does, then suddenly I'm a little bit scared, because like 20% crits, none of these units can withstand a crit from a mage. In fact, none of my units, I calculated this in a previous run, none of my units are capable of withstanding a crit from a mage. So here's hoping that, or at least from a bolting mage, because like bolting has a lot of power in addition to the crit. So if you get crit by that, that's just 3 times, well, it's got 12, so yeah, 32. A 32 crit, it's just immense. So he better not move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're fine as long as we are careful. Let's see, we kind of need to hit these actually. Given the Fire Mage won't kill any of our units, but I do want to hit these so that I don't have to deal with this at a later point. I'm also going to be using more Great Bow than I really want to. Between both units, they're going to fire off at the Armor Knights, and that could quickly become an issue. So I do want to have some Great Bow uses later on down the line. I think what I'll do is I'll rescue and drop the Dancer up this way a little bit more. Sort of opens up my options a little bit better. I could have done that even better still, but this is how it is for now. Okay, she's not going to get doubled, but she's also not going to deal any damage. Well, she'll get doubled, but not quadded, is what I mean to say. So she won't die. And that's what's important. It's a coin flip as to whether or not she gets hit anyway, so I guess that's how that is. I don't know if I have a clear solution to get through this guy. I don't know if I have a mage close enough. Okay, Sylvan being good. I have actually noticed that the fighter animation is changed to the, what's it called? Like the Radiant Dawn version, I believe is what it's like equated to. Looks like the Radiant Dawn fighter. I actually, personally, I enjoy the basic one. Like the big stocky, you know, goofy looking fighters. I enjoy those a ton. I think they add to the charm of the game immensely. Whereas, for example, I think these Armor Knight models, I think that they're better than the original ones. I just think that they look cleaner. They make a little bit more sense. You know, not everything has to make sense. Also, that was a good level up for Winifred. Not everything has to make sense, but like, for the fighters, I think it adds incredibly to their charm that they're just these big goofy dudes who, you know, swing their axe and land down, and, like, you know what I mean. Like, they're just goofy, but they add to the charm a lot. Let's see, how am I gonna get through all of this? Ooh, don't crit me. If you crit me, I'm gonna be sad. Okay, cool, you didn't crit, but please don't hit. Okay, cool. I wonder if I can get up there fast enough with Sylvan to shoot that guy now that he's close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can move exactly to kill him. As long as I get rid of both this fighter... Aw, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think these reinforcements add anything. I really don't. They just kind of got in my way in a big way right there. Like, I guess in that way, it kind of took away my plan, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. Spider thingy. I don't know what that is, but now it's gone. Anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Also, keeping in mind that the Bolting Tome is going to attack Sylvan. It is 3 range. I don't know about it. I really don't. I don't know about it. I don't think the reinforcements really added that much. I think that they could have ended 2 turns ago and it would have been just fine. But, you know, maybe if you're at a different stage in the map, there's something. But kind of doubt it, to be honest. Okay, Shining Bow time. Good opportunity for that. Let's see. Winifred shouldn't get killed by the combination of the mercenary and that. I don't know. Ooh, physics staff. I want that. I want that a lot. And the sleep staff is going to become very annoying very soon. However, I think it'll be okay, as long as we get this guy killed. He better die. He better not crit me either. Okay, good. We crit him. Take that. He had the full ability to kill us there, if the RNG was just a little bit different. Very good. I'm very glad that that's not the case. Okay, we'll just put her here. Shine Tome this one. And then she'll take care of the other one on the bottom side, the shaman. Like, quote-unquote take care of it. It'll be damaged, not die, but, like, it's fine. And Leah can continue along with this. We might be able to get Leah up to, like, S rank in magic. I don't really know if she's going to need, like... I don't know if she's going to need the S rank in swords or anything. I think that my S rank sword user is going to end up being Sersha. Yeah. So, and, like, she's... Well, actually, Leah has... They have... Well, Leah's a little bit better, actually, now that I look at it. Interesting. Well, I guess that's how that is. Leah kind of surprising me. Ooh, Pepper could die in full HP. Do I have that heavy spear still? No, I don't. 0 damage. A lot of HP on this one. Or a lot of defense, that is. Obviously if I get hit twice, then I die. It is 233s, and that's a very, very low chance. We also have the Flame Lance here. That's a good option. I would have to heal her with a Vulnerary or Javelin, or, Vulnerary or Elixir, that is to say. Okay, let's try it. Javelin over to Wise. Elixir, and then I will, I'll dance for her. Wanda is basically everything that I've ever wanted out of a healer. Someone who can do, you know, good damage whenever it's necessary. But also someone who, you know, has a lot of defensive prowess. Also, she's gonna kill this guy. Very, very good. Flame Lance, I wish I had another one. I didn't realize that we were going to, not really see any more Flame Lances, or else I would have picked up an extra one at whatever cost it may have been. Hey, nice. 2 crits. That's thanks to the, Sersha support. Gotta appreciate that one. And then maybe we can get through this guy right here. I think we should be able to. We can also just go through this door now. It's not gonna be a big deal. A little bit iffy there. I could Nosferatu. That would work. I think I'll just Nosferatu through this guy. Maybe this one? Depends. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Javelin, let's see. 5 damage, 20. So if I... Okay, the mercenary might hurt a little bit. Yeah, he would hurt a little bit more. I'll just do it to this guy. I'll Nosferatu him. I should be fine, as long as I don't miss the first one. And then after that... Oh, I did miss the first one. I better not get hit. You better not. You don't do it. Okay, good. That was dumb. That was extremely, excessively stupid. Just give me my HP. Okay. Whatever. It's fine now. We're all good. Let's see. Can we... Yeah, we can kill this one. No issue. Yeah, especially with, Eliza. Maybe she crits? I'd like to see it. I really would. Come on, just crit for me once. Please. I'm gonna have to go back to Miles. Miles is the only reliable one. Maybe he gets another kill? Accidentally? Sure, whatever. I don't really care about this guy, like, at all. This particular Myrmidon. But I guess that'll work. Poison Axe. Do I have... I sent back the thing, didn't I? The, door key. Well, that's a shame. Luckily, I do have an assassin, but that is still a shame. We'll just open up that door next turn. Do I have the elixir nearby? I think I do. Should be. Oh, not anymore. I accidentally wait. So, yeah. Don't die on me, Winifred. Please. You shouldn't. Like, I don't see why you would, but don't. Awesome. That was a crit, I believe. I don't know if there's a crit animation for that, but it sounded like a crit. Yeah. Please don't let there be another wave of reinforcements. I don't think that they're necessary. That would just be... I already find them a little bit annoying because, you know, we fought them for close to 3 turns. Maybe it was 2 turns, I don't know. But at this point, they're doing nothing but hindering us by keeping us in the back. Okay. Okay, you hit this time. I'm gonna get 18 HP. Why? Why? You don't need to keep dodging. You really don't. That's 280s. You're not supposed to just dodge 280s. That's not how this game works. Oh well. I really hope there's not another wave for reinforcements. There's no point to them at this point. It's just a matter of annoyance, and annoyance is not equal to difficulty. I think 3 houses taught us all that lesson. With the ambush spawns, annoyance does not equal difficulty. That said, I don't know if this will be changed in the next patch. I obviously haven't applied it yet because I was advised not to. Just in case, like, it would mess some things up, mess up events. Never really know. Please don't. It's 1 RN, so it could still hit, but please don't. Don't make her sleep. Okay, good. I was gonna be so salty if she got hit by that. Okay, good. No more reinforcements. I'm more than fine to call it there with the reinforcements. A little bit annoying for, like, that turn, but obviously different experiences will have different, you know, results and whatnot. And as a result, I found myself a little bit bothered by them where others may not. And ultimately, like, it's not that big of a deal. We're still trying to get through this section of the map. Not something that's overly bothersome, really nitpicky to a certain point. Okay, so we should be able to get chests very soon. I could perhaps rescue her a little bit more along, although at this point I don't really know. Take and drop, yeah, just 1 space more. I guess it doesn't really matter at all. That's fine. And we'll go, yeah, Pepper's fine there. Are we able to keep this guy, like, off our backs if we... I don't want to keep tornadoing him. But, like, that's really my only option, unless I mean, I guess wind is fine now, like, it doesn't really matter. I'll just kill this guy. I probably should have kept Nosferatu up, because Nosferatu would have healed me after I got hit, but I don't really know. I think I'm good with this. Let's see. Yeah, Brave Axe on this guy with a Master Seal. I can steal that. I'm gonna have to bait him out rather carefully. Let's see. You might go for somebody else. You have an axe equipped, Silver Sword, Brave Lance. Don't go for the Brave Lance because I don't want to break it on a meaningless enemy. I mean, I guess I can just go for this. Like, it's not really... It doesn't matter. Whichever one ends up getting attacked by the Dark Mage, it's still a Shine Tome that they're getting attacked by, so they're going to die. What kind of level up are we getting? Come on. Alright, that's a good one. I'm fine with 1 power. Parvati has ended up a lot stronger than she really had any right to, I think, since I promoted her at level 10. But I'm fine with this. I'm very, very fine with this. Parvati is a unit that I very much enjoy. I've already spoken about her at length, though, so I'll spare you from that once again. Here's hoping that we can clean up the rest of this map without too much more issue. Steel bow on this guy, actually. So I'm gonna have to Great Bow in order to stay in range. Well, please hit. Okay, cool. Gonna have to Great Bow there. Hopefully I'll still get the Physics Staff. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Yeah, because staves they're not affected by weapon order in terms of equipment. I'll trade him the Steel Bow. And I'll grab a chest key for Winifred, that's the one. Okay, where's that chest key? I know that I have some. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. And I'll start grabbing these chests, that way I don't have to bring the thief all the way around. Very nice, very nice. Okay, yeah, as long as the... whatever it is, the, oh, what's it called? The dude on the throne, the sage. As long as he doesn't move, we should be all good. Everything from here is either unpromoted or promoted and using an axe, so I can get through it decently easily. Berserker with a Brave Axe is kind of a funny choice because I'll be able to, like, you know, get through him, but I'll have issues for sure. He'll, I have to ensure that I don't die first and foremost. Okay, very nice. I kind of like to see that the enemy warriors are sort of on par with ours. Obviously, Sylvan's his own beast, but it's kind of cool seeing them do similar damage. Really? We didn't need this. Come on. Really? I don't care. I'm ignoring them. I'm just getting out of here. That's not necessary. I'm sorry. Especially not after waiting a turn. Whatever. I can't ignore this one. I'll just kill it, but I didn't need that. I didn't need that at all. I hope they're not infinite, and I hope that they don't just stop granting experience at a certain point. They shouldn't be. I doubt it, honestly. Silver Axe. Boone is really without issue here. He's just solid. This map would have been interesting had we tried to go for the keeping Amanda route, because, well, I think I would have found myself extremely angry about these reinforcements, because they would have been a consistent threat to my units. At this point, like, they're just a minor annoyance, but, like, I think I would have been actively displeased by them if they had affected me during the run where I had none of my good units. Please don't crit me, by the way. Okay, cool. Very good. Yeah, I don't think that those were necessary. I think that they would have been perfectly fine to stop when they did. Maybe it's different on different playthroughs, but I really do think that at a certain point reinforcements just serve to annoy. Let's see, we can do this. I could Axe Reaver, but I don't think I should, exactly. Grab this chest. Bolganone. Okay, I don't think we can use that. It's A rank, so Parvati is sort of without the ability to use that right now. I haven't really been building her. Oh, anime rank is all 1, that's right. I was under a different impression because I've been playing a different, like I said, I've been playing Vision Quest, and Vision Quest has a different sort of way of working around that stuff. Okay, that's fine. Obviously, I'm going to Nosferatu this time, keep the HP up. Please don't just dodge. That's 3. That's 3. You better not dodge this one. Don't do it. Okay. 6 Nosferatu uses, 3 of them gone because of misses. 80%. You don't just dodge 3 of those. That's not how this works. Okay, understandable, I guess. I'm gonna be really happy to be through this map, I'm not gonna lie. Having played it 3 times in a row is just a little bit grating. Maybe that's why my criticisms just are so sharp right now. Obviously, it's not the game's fault that it was played 3 times. It's my own because I went for the special challenge, but man, playing a map 3 times will do that to you. Yeah, we can just grab this other one. We're probably gonna have to start throwing stuff away now. Maybe I can just trade over. I don't need the Vulnerary at this point. I'll just discard that because I think that my convoy is full right now. Brave Sword. Well, that's cool. I can give that to Saoirse right away. Let's see. I guess I can put him up here with a hand axe or something. Right, it is almost full up. Oh, I do want the hand axe. Sort of just vibe here with it. Even if we don't kill, it's nice to have. Do a little bit of good damage. Right, shouldn't double Pepper. I have separated Pepper from her support partner. I might go for the next support level this chapter, since I'm gonna be here for a while anyway. Let's see. Maybe we'll crit this one. Come on. Ozias, you're not impressing me. Well, we'll keep him there, though. There better not be another wave of reinforcements, that's all I'm gonna say. I'll just be displeased. I mean, like, whatever. That's just how that is. Shouldn't be too mad about some reinforcements, but still. They're not entirely necessary. Boone is kind of just a beast. I could let Boone take on the, whatever it is, the Berserker, but I want to bait him down in range to the Thief so that the Thief can steal. Divine Tome, okay. Always cool to see the Divine Tome. I think it's a really nice, interesting weapon. The light magic in this game is, cool to me because the effects on it and whatnot. I wonder what Divine has. +3 speed, that's kind of cool. Usually it's going to weigh you down anyway, so it's not going to matter as much, but it is cool. Winifred can just go back and grab these chests. Spear, that's going to be helpful for Boone at later points. I think I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to discard the short spear. Like so. Discard. I'll take a Vulnerary. and use it, and then that should be fine. And I'll stand on this stairwell just in case. On the off chance there are more reinforcements, I'll just continue to stand here. I should have given Boone a hand axe of his own, since this guy's got a hand axe. I could still do that, I guess. I don't need to stand on the stairwell. I'll put away the brave bow. Well, come on. Hand axe, and carry that over to Boone. I could probably just use the hatchet at this point. The hatchet's not that bad. Not that bad to use, that is. And it's also not really sellable because it counts as treasure. Okay, we'll use Wise for this. He'll have some support from Joseph, and we'll heal up a little bit, might as well. Just to heal Saf, please. There we go. Whoosh. And then we're good to go. I'll just steal the thing on the next turn. Can I trade away any of your things to somebody else? Yeah, I can just give her the Brave Sword right away. I think it'll be best used on her anyway. Oh, I forgot to move Leah and, yeah, Parvati. But that's fine, I guess. And I also forgot to move him, but I don't really care. He's not gonna die. He'll actually take this guy down, naturally. Maybe the reinforcements are every 2 turns or something. But if that's the case, still, we don't need them this time. Don't pierce and don't crit, please. I would be very appreciative if you didn't. It's not like I need the Master Steel, but I do want to promote some units still. I was going to promote some units for this chapter if we'd gone for the previous route of using, you know, the various units that I was going to use, the males. But that's not quite what happened. I might promote them, and we'll see how that goes. Let's see, we will we hit the kill? Yeah, it's 36 damage, okay. We'll get the kill on this one, and then Parvati we can kill and then we can kill the Myrmidon. Once again, we could just run away. I don't need to be down here. They don't serve any purpose. It's not like I'm lacking for experience in such a bad way that I would, you know, necessarily need to go out of my way to kill unpromoted enemies. Like if they were promoted, I could see it maybe. I would kill them for experience at that point. But, nah, we don't need this many. I do kind of get it though, like, this is a chapter where I'm very conflicted on this, as you can tell. Like, there are clear upsides and downsides, but I'm thinking right now that the downsides are outweighing the good. Or the upsides, that is. Also, I think there is a rune directly down the center that I'm probably going to have to pick up. I haven't actually checked the rune guide for this chapter because I didn't think I was going to. Since, you know, Parvati's female and I wasn't going to bring her along. Alright, either you get this kill or you die, buddy. Actually, it's fine. Yeah, because if Osias dies, I don't care. I don't. He's cool, but I don't. On subsequent runs, depending upon the circumstances, I could see myself not going for him, to be honest. Let's see. Wonder if these guys are going to move, or if they're just there to sort of block things. Okay, let's grab this chest. Speedwing. That's going to be really nice to have at a later point. I guess I'll see about that. That's going to bring a lot of consideration. Also, Sylvan's about to cap speed. It might go to Boone. Boone's a really good choice for it. Let's see. I guess I'll hand axe this guy, no big deal. Stand on the stairwell for the, you know, extra. Also, did I literally give Boone the hand axe and then not put it in his first slot? Is that a thing that I did? Probably. That sounds like something I would do, so I'm guessing that's what I did. Was it? Yeah, it wasn't even in his first slot. Yeah, that sounds just like something I'd do, but that's fine. I would like to see the hand axe crit with this animation, because it's a really nice one. Kind of flips the tomahawk back and flings it. It's really cool. One of my favorite animations ever made for, by the community. Let's see. Yeah, we should be more or less in the clear now. Especially if I send a more res-heavy unit forward. Let's see. Anyone of the sort of. We could use Nosferatu. Yeah, that works for me. I'll just Nosferatu tank a little bit here. We have another one, whether in the convoy or elsewhere. Also, don't miss, please. It's just, don't. Okay. Okay. I'm disappointed. I'm seething. I'm so angry that happened. I'm mad. Okay. Understandable. I'm just gonna let that go, I guess. I'm not very pleased by that. I cannot believe... I want to get through this map. I'm gonna get through this map and I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna get through it. This map is not making me as mad as the desert one. And really, it's not even the map's fault at this point. That was just RNG. I'm gonna have to make a whole compilation of every time that he's missed those, aren't I? I'm not going to. You're gonna have to see it for yourself. I'm not gonna get over that one. I'm gonna be thinking about that all day. For the rest of the day, that's all I'm gonna be thinking about. How he's missed so many times. 3 80s. And then a 79 or something like that. That's not natural. If he misses another one, I'm done. I'm not gonna speak for the rest of the episode if he misses another one. That's how that's gonna be. I'm just gonna be so fed up with it. Because that's the Nosferatu tome. That's not something that you ever want to miss. The enemies never miss with it, so why should I miss with it, you know? But here's hoping that he doesn't miss another one. He shouldn't at this point. Like, I don't really think I need to use it anymore. I was just using it for safety in those other instances. Very good crit. Very helpful. I think that Parvati's runes... I might check the rune guide. But if I do, that'll be at the end of the episode while I'm, you know, sort of grinding the supports out and stuff. Let's see. I guess I'll just use her here. I would kind of like to see a crit. It's not necessary in any way, but I would like to see one. Awesome. I was hoping for silencer there, but nah. It's all good. Okay, Thoron guy. Of course, if Thoron crits me, then I die, but now I have the thing that makes it so that I don't have to worry about that. I'll probably just give it to Boone, and Boone can do the rest of this map. Let's see. Right. Gonna have to drop something. I'm gonna have to go through my equipment next time. I'm gonna drop this chest key, I don't need it. I'll also drop this, don't really need it anymore. Maybe I'll even drop this, but first I'm going to take the amulet, there it is, and trade it over. Give that to him, put that back in the supply. Is there anything else I could drop? I guess the 2-use hammer, but I want that still. Killing Edge, maybe. I could drop a door key. Not like I need them that badly. And then I will take out, I guess, a silver bow and a steel bow. That's fine. Works for me. And these guys can finish these guys up. Does Thoron have 3 range? I believe it does. Yeah, 1-3 range. Okay, so we have to be a little bit cautious in this way. And as such, I'm not going to risk anything. I'll just move forward very cautiously, like this. I could use the hammer on those guys, actually. Maybe I'll grab the hammer with Pepper. And we'll cut through in that way. I could also drop this silver axe, but I'm not really too worried about it. Now that I'm at the end of the map, I can just manage it in another way. Okay, Noel... should be good to go now. Just Osias left, and he's not really a concern. I guess the reinforcements have stopped by now. Yeah, so maybe I was just overly mad about that for the duration of them. I guess that one last turn isn't really that big of a deal. We can just kill with somebody, like, yeah, Winifred and Parvati. Works for me. Also, my lighting just got a little bit weird. I guess the sun's sort of being covered by clouds or whatever. Got this window here. It's very nice during the daytime, get that lighting. Oh. I don't understand. I'm feeling like JBR right now. What's up with my luck? It's just... it's unreasonable how many times I've missed pretty high percents. I guess I'm being repaid for not missing that one mercenary at a time where I would have died, or dodging something that would have killed me before. I don't know. I think I'm just getting bopped by the RNG. Alright, let's use up this hammer. It's only got 1 use left, but I'm gonna hold on to it still. We'll try to kill this guy on this turn. We should be able to. Great bow. Yeah, he doesn't actually do anything to Sylvan, so I'll just steel bow him instead. Bop. We will get to see the Thoron animation. We haven't actually. Oh, right, we have. It's the bolt rune. We also got to see it, I think, on the Grandma from the last chapter. Oh, is that A rank? I think that's A rank. Should be. Yeah, nice. He's got the, whatever it is. Silver bow now. I could give the kill to somebody else here. It's gonna go to Wanda, of course it is. Who else would it go to? Also, she could get crit and die here, and if she does, I'm turning the game off, and I'm not turning it back on. Okay, cool. Awesome, she didn't die. Let's see. Okay, I'm very okay with that level up. That is a fully defensive level up with some speed. Can't really go wrong. Let's see, we should be able to kill this guy with 2 range. Also, now the sun is uncovered, so a lot more lighting. Should be good to go. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very pleased to be through this map finally. It's been a long time coming. Like I said in last episode, I have not recorded in quite a while just due to circumstances, events taking place that prevented me from doing so. I'm glad to be back to doing it now, and I'm glad to check out the next map soon. This map, having played it 3 times, certainly has been grating, but not that it's a bad map. In fact, I think it did a lot of things very well. I just think that I wasn't in the proper mindset for it, having played it so many times. I might enjoy it next time after I've played the game more, but it's been sitting here for a while. Let's see. Kill with Eliza, probably. Nah, we'll just Saoirse. And X? Yeah, cool. Awesome. And I will build some supports while I'm here. I think that I just need a few of them. Saoirse and Noelle now have a support, and that's one that I'm looking forward to reading in the next patch. And I'll open this up so that Parvati can go down there and get the thing. Lockpick actually saw a lot of use this turn, or this chapter. Go grab that rune. I think there's also one up top. So, yeah, there's the Drain rune. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's one also up here. So I'll break down this wall, and you can go get that. Sylvan and Pepper, you have the support. And I think everyone else is actually capped off on supports for the most part. So I'll bring up her staff rank while I do this. And that should be nice. I think there's a rune up here. I'm not entirely sure. If there's not, then I'll check the guide, but I think there are only 2 this map. I guess I could get the Ozias Eliza support, but I don't really want to use him, and there's a small chance that I'll bring her along. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, this should be fine. Go for that rune. Bring Wanda back this way. Or, Winifred and Wanda. The W girls. Okay, we should be... Oh, there's the bull rune. Okay, I think that's all. I am going to check to make sure, though. It'll just take a second. Let's see. Spoiler, well, quote-unquote spoiler rune guide. Right here. It says Drain rune down the center and Bolt rune to the left. Works for me. Very cool. Get your support. Yeah, there we go. Sylvan and Pepper, V support placeholder. Awesome. Let's see. I can go ahead and grind up their A rank. That'll work for me. Now that we're here, might as well spend some more time on this one. Yeah. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it shouldn't take more than like 40 turns. We can cap it off at turn 50. So we should be at like 35. It should be 40 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's already 50. That flew by. I guess I miscounted somewhere, but whatever. We're through. We can read the story now. Huh? There's a secret compartment on this chair. This is it. I found Kuro's horn, radiating malevolence and all. Judge Amanda isn't around. Let's use this opportunity to retreat. We know where we're going. Awesome. Yeah, Amanda would have been, she would have joined us at this point, I'm sure. It's been a long journey, but we finally managed to track down one of the sacred instruments. All that remains is Lita's flutes. I'll finally get to see what's beyond that door beneath Amatona Castle. That's if our plan works. It's too early to celebrate. While we have secured the horn and bell, I'm still concerned about the instruments in Devante's possession. Or are we expecting Lita's flute to be an all-powerful problem solver? I can't say whether Lita's flute is all-powerful or not, but you need not concern yourself with the harp or drum. Devante has delivered both to Granny Edith. So Devante is out of the picture, huh? You could have mentioned this sooner. I found it strange that Raizo's faction of the Proclaimers wanted to help us. I had thought it was Loretta's influence, but maybe not. It's difficult to say. However, we don't have time for idle chat. Agreed, we all know our destination. Let's move. Very cool. Is there more? I was humiliated by those white lions. I want retribution. I want a deal in which I benefits. Oh, I'll find them. Oh. Are we gonna have to defeat her again? Probably. Yeah, probably. But this was a fun one, despite my mishaps with the RNG and whatnot. Hope you enjoyed this one more than I did. It's pretty likely that you did. Like I said, I'm still having a great time with the sack. I just probably wasn't in the correct mindset for this map today. But yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. If you didn't, well, you can dislike, I guess, if you really want to. Still helps the channel out, I guess. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. I promise there will be better episodes in the future. This game is a fun game. Just playing a map 3 times in a row will get to you. And until next time, I'll see you later.